Bum. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? We got Dylan here. We got George in here. Hope everybody's doing well.
It is a wonderful toasty February Tuesday.
It is. It was. I was so surprised when I got out of the house finally today. It was very weird.
Yeah,
I love it though.
It's nice. It's a nice day of weather. It reminded me that I need to get my AC fixed in my car
Ooh,
before it gets too warm. So I gotta get that.
Do.
Get that done. Don't want to be driving around Humberto Ramos in the heat.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
How's it going, Steven?
I'll probably my car.
Well, ain't a bad idea. Show him the
whole Knoxville welcome. But speaking of welcoming guests, guys, thank you everybody that showed up last Friday to welcome Todd Nuck, guys. Here's the deal about Todd Nuck. He gets invited to hundreds of shops a year.
Sure.
Dozens of cons a year. They can't say yes to everything. The fact that they came here basically, they saw as a way, hey, we'll be able to see our friends. This is an Eisner nominated store. You know, they were being nice to us.
Toot those horns.
And they came to us like, we don't even have to go to the show on Saturday. We've made enough to justify being here.
Hell yeah.
Which is not why they came here. They came here again to be nice to the community and everything. But it was really cool that we got to show them, hey, when big names come here, we show up, we support them. And y'all did that. And that's great because it means we can keep bringing in these high caliber guests for the community. We got to cooperate with some other comic book stores such as Comics Exchange and Snake Eyes for the Snake Eyes Spring into Comics event. We got to be neighbors of the Comics Exchange. It was blasting to hang out with our buddies there.
You were right across the way from Joe Stanton, too.
Exactly. Right across from Joe Stanton, Chris Pacello. Obviously, Todd Nuck was right next to us. Mark Russell's right there, too. And, of course, our buddies at Central Cinema were in that corner, too. So it really was nice just being able to hang out with our friends there at that show.
Absolutely.
It was a great show, and we're going to keep supporting that show. Again, guys, it's a good local show supporting comic creators, for comic fans. So we were so thrilled. We're going to keep investing in these shows. So it was a blast.
Speaking of, again, guys, we can't stress this enough. We got MagCon Expo coming up.
Yep.
Be sure to get there, whatever. Be there. It's one of our favorite times of the year.
Absolutely. It's a great show that we've gone to every year since its inception. It's run by a guy named Grant, who was a professor of mine when I was at Pellissippi. So really excited to be at this show. They've been great to us here at Nirvana Comics. We want to be great to them. So be looking forward to that one. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. And we'll be teaming up with Central Cinema on that one also.
We'll have more information for you on that shortly.
Absolutely. And then, guys, don't forget.
It's the big one.
Here in less than a month. What, about 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks.
Got Humberto Ramos coming. So be sure to go through your long boxes, dig out those Humberto Ramos books, bring them bad boys, and get them signed. What, he's charging $5?
Yes.
Signature?
If you need some Ramos books to get signed, we have those. We're going to have those for sale. We also, guys, we have a lot of good Ramos goodies coming your way. We'll be announcing shortly, including a big prize box for one of the first 10 people in line. This is that event you want to get here early to line up and get here early on that Saturday or late Friday night. We don't know what you guys want to do. But
they've been known to do that.
You all have been known to do that. So, guys, we got that coming. That Ramos signing is going to be big. And, of course, we're already working on our guests for the second half of the year, prepping Free Comic Book Day. And a situation that continues to evolve as the comic book industry goes through this time of transition. It's been so much fun. But, yeah, so what else we got?
So before we get to our last announcement, guys, don't forget to please go ahead and like this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet.
All that good stuff.
We greatly appreciate you. So next up we've got, which will lead into our new books of the week, but you posted this today.
Yes.
Or yesterday.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't remember what day you posted it.
Yesterday. So
walk us through this.
Basically, guys, Radiant Black is a series that's been going on for several years now. It's on issue 31. This is actually a jumping on point. So if you've never read Radiant Black, you can pick up 31 as your jumping on point. They'll have a little bit of a recap of what's happened before. Radiant Black is it's really great for the comic book industry because, one, it's just a good, fun superhero story. I remember when we first read it, we really identified with the main character because he was a struggling millennial. He was broke, something that we all can get, relate to. But the character, it's very much like Green Lantern meets Power Rangers meets Invincible.
Yes.
And then they get creative. What they do is, besides just creative storytelling, which it has one of the coolest creative storytelling tricks I've seen, but they also do like companion podcasts, glow in the dark things. The podcast actually for No One, there's multiple spinoff series that take place in their own universe, but then they collide with these supermassive events. So it's kind of like an Avengers thing with like you can have, I don't like Iron Man, but I love Thor.
Yeah.
You can have them in their separate stuff.
You can pick
cross over for one event and they go back to their separate stuff. For instance, I really identify with the series Rogue Sun. And at the time, I wasn't reading Radiant Black as much, but I was reading Rogue Sun. My favorite is No One, just because I love like investigative stories. But No One actually had these characters that were investigative journalists doing a podcast. These characters in the comic, and then they had a podcast that you could listen to that is part of the story.
Oh shit!
Like that podcast they're making in the comic, you listen to it and get this. It's narrated by Patton Oswalt, and the character they drew him just like Patton Oswalt.
That's awesome.
So like that is one of those cool things. I got to talk with Kyle Higgins actually recently. Image set up a phone call I got to have with him about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he talked about how they love doing these innovative things to put in the storytelling to make it better, and that's what's so cool. He was really stressing this is where you jump into Radiant Black if you've maybe fallen off reading it or haven't read it. This is really cool. So they also sent us a package of graphic novels. That everything that image, throw the image back up there.
Yeah.
All these graphic novels in this image are signed by the writer Kyle Higgins. That's really cool. So we're doing a cool little variant pack where if all you do is pull the book, you get the chance to win all these graphic novels, which is the story so far. But yeah, there's besides Radiant Black, there's Radiant Pink, there's Radiant Red, there is Inferno Girl Red, Rogue Sun, No One, Cal, another series that's really cool. Oh, there's also gonna be an audiobook coming out later this year.
Jeez,
so there's a lot.
I love it.
There's a lot of stuff. So, and again, you don't have to read everything.
Sure.
You don't have to like everything. Each book is its own genre. For instance, Rogue Sun is about a guy who finds out that his dad, who left him years ago, left him to become a superhero. And he's dead now. So this dead dad that he never knew, he inherits his powers. But this dude's like second family that he married into that's rich, they all want it there. So it's like the divorced Batman story meets Power Rangers. It's bizarre. It's so good. But yeah, so that's out tomorrow. Highly recommend picking up issue 31 if you haven't read it. It's a great series that we really, really love. So.
Well, as I told you earlier, I picked up both the first and second graphic novel a long time ago, and I think I got through like issue 3, and then I put it down and just never picked it back up. But I read this issue number 31, and man, you weren't wrong.
Exactly.
That shit was very entertaining, and I am super excited. I went to my bookshelf last night after I read this, and I pulled the 1 and 2 back out, and I will definitely give those a read. This is a nice little jumping on point, but I was lost. I was confused.
Yeah, you will be. But that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm probably going to start
it into like, hey, so basically this is kind of funny. A big part of the Radiant Black story arc is the fact there's 2 protagonists who switch powers and stuff.
Yeah.
And, so for like this big event that just ended, you have 2 timelines. So they're releasing 2 copies of the book from 2 different timelines. Guys, and I was actually talking to Kyle Higgins. I was like, dude, that was hella hard to merchandise.
Wait, 31 there?
No, before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before that. Gotcha. For about a year, there was like issue 25 and 25.1.
Oh.
And so I was telling Kyle, I was like, Kyle, I love this. This is so cool. But dude, that sucked to merchandise on my shelf.
Absolutely.
And I was like, do you know how much I had to double check myself when I was ordering this book? And he was laughing about it and everything. So, but yeah. But what's funny, the podcast was so well done, guys. Like, I was at the gym listening to it, and there's a person that's attacked, and they're like, we're so sorry you had to deal with that. Like the investigator, she was attacked, told to back off the case, that stuff. And I'm like, man, that's horrifying. Wait, this isn't real. Like, I had to remember that. It's that good. So, yeah, any of the Massiver stuff, cannot recommend that enough.
I'm into it. I'm so excited to dive back into that.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed this issue 31, but like you said, I was definitely lost, but I'm excited to jump back into Radiant Black and get into it. So we've only got, one facsimile this week?
Only one facsimile this week, yes, but it's a good one. It's
a
Daredevil.
Big one, guys.
Yes.
Getting everybody ready for it. Dee, when does it drop?
Tuesday.
Next
week. Yes, I can't wait.
New season of Daredevil is coming out. So we've got the Daredevil #1 facsimile. We have also got that in your nice little foil edition for anybody that might need one. Looks a lot more clear today.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, too, funny thing about Daredevil, if you guys who are maybe newer fans of Daredevil or just got it because of the show or have only read like the Frank Miller run, when you read this old Daredevil stuff, you're gonna be like, "What the shit is this?"
Oh, absolutely.
Daredevil did not have a soul until the Frank Miller run. It was that character they didn't know what to do with. So it's very, very different. This Daredevil in 1 is actually going to be close to the character in She-Hulk you saw. So it's kind of funny.
Very nice. Hold on just one
second.
Right? Oh, yeah. I'm good.
All right. By the way, guys, if you are interested, if you want to enter in the chance to win that Radiant Black bundle, let us know in the comments and we'll add it to you so you can enter the chance to win that.
So how do they enter to do that?
So either pull it on the app or just, if you say so on the show here. So pull on the app if you haven't, but let us know in the comments if you have, so I can make sure that you are entered correctly. And the winner will be announced later tomorrow evening.
Gotcha, Steven. All right, let's move on. Godzilla versus Chicago.
Yes, okay.
Tell me about this bad boy.
So this is a big year for Godzilla in comics. They are launching a plethora of new series. I was actually talking to IDW yesterday about this. They have big plans for Godzilla this year.
Nice, okay.
They announced a lot of them at Comics Pro,
the 75th anniversary.
75th anniversary. So this is Godzilla vs. Chicago. So this one is an anthology series featuring Chicago-based stories and Godzilla. They're not all like epic -1. This is more some of them, like one of them's comedic. It's like a Chicago fan man dude, trying to get revenge on the city using Pot Steel's Mega Godzilla.
Okay,
it's stupid, but it's Godzilla.
Hey,
so
dude,
some of the
any
stories
story with Godzilla.
So it's some great artists like Ryan Brown.
Yeah.
I think James Spoke is in this one. I can't remember. Okay, I had these artists memorized earlier, but I cannot remember. It's a one shot. I mean, if you're a Godzilla fan, you're going to love it.
Absolutely,
simple as that.
Steven saying that he started Godzilla Heist last night. Ridiculously
It
fun.
is so
Told
fun.
you.
So fun. Yeah,
it is a blast. I cannot wait till issue 2 comes
Absolutely.
out of that. Let's keep going. We've got Women of Marvel She-Devils.
Yes. So this is a anthology series celebrating Women History Month upcoming, featuring deadly ladies in Marvel, which I do like how they took like the She-Devil aspect, where it's like Shaun the She-Devil, you have Elektra. It's kind of like Savage Avengers, but with women, and it's not just it's the more these women will murder you.
Oh, of course.
Or awake. Yes.
Looks like we got Laura Kinney in there.
Oh yeah.
All types of fun.
It's all the badass one that can beat you in a fight 5 times over.
Love it. And then we have got another one of the oddball team up books.
Yes.
This month I did not get to this one. I took it home, but just did not pick it up.
Obviously, it's written by the same author as Dr. Doom and Rock Raccoon, J. Michael Straczynski.
You got a nice favorite author cover.
Bernard Chang did the interiors. Bernard actually been to this store, guys. So it's always good to see Bernard Chang interiors. His interiors are fantastic. Here's the thing, though. This is perfect because those are 2 characters you don't put together.
Oh, sure.
Just
like
Dr.
that's what this whole
Doom and
series
Rock
is
Raccoon.
about.
I love that. It's just, I think it's hilarious.
Just unlikely team ups.
Exactly.
And then we've got Rogue Savage Land.
Yes. I should have brought the B cover over for this one. There is a beautiful J. Scott Campbell cover that does not look like any J. Scott Campbell cover I've ever seen of this one.
Okay.
I cannot stress enough. You don't see any legs, actually. It's like a bust one, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Rogue Savage Land continues the backstory of the Rogue Savage Land arc. That is either your favorite or the most problematic to you, depending on what your opinion on it.
Super 90s.
It's very 90s. Very 90s.
And then we've got Long Halloween. What issue is this? This is number...
This is Shoot Fire. It's
number 5 out of 12.
Yes. So yeah, obviously this is continuing to be a great book. Love the interiors. I think it's super respectful of Tim Sale's art style. Will also be its own thing. But this one has my favorite thing ever. Is I got a killer B cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. Look at this, guys. I ordered so many extra copies of this cover just because it doesn't get better than this.
Really,
a crazy cool Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
And then seasons 2. I actually just read this one before we started.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of gives you a little bit more backstory to her sisters, kind of ramping up what the whole carnival is going to be.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean,
but the tone is still keeping that. It looks poppy and bubbly on the top, but you can tell there's a darkness.
Oh, that's very dark.
There's something going on, and I mean, I think there's going to be one of these books, one of these issues is going to come out, guys. That's going to be nightmare fuel. I'm waiting to see.
That's what I'm thinking,
and it is creepy when you think about it like that.
And nice Rick Miranda. And then next up, this was a very big surprise for me. I was not expecting much out of this one, but I thought Red Hulk #1 fucking slapped hard. I really liked the think tank idea of him or Dr. Doom just having this prison, and he just goes around and just drills. Who do we have? Red Hulk, and then Machine Man and Deathlock. And he's just like, what would you do in these scenarios?
Exactly.
And it's just taking all this information of how these, masterminds would approach these different, I don't know, catastrophes.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a one world under Doom title. So Doom is obviously the antagonist. He's captured Thunderbolt Ross. And just like Brad said, he's making a think tank out of all these different characters. It has a crazy, weird supporting cast.
It does.
And that's a lot of characters we haven't seen a lot of recently.
I was not expecting that Machine Man.
I was not. I love Machine Man. I've loved him ever since I read Marvel Zombies 3. I think that I think it's just the coolest character ever. So this is really cool to see him teaming up with Ross, which you would not have expected. Obviously, guys, this book's coming out right around Captain America because of corporate synergy. And I was thinking, I was very dismissive of it at first, thinking, oh, okay, cool, a corporate synergy title that's going to link together, so cool. But no, it is its own book.
It definitely
this book could have come out even without the movie coming out.
Oh, for sure.
And it's a good One World Under Doom book.
Speaking of Red Hulk, let's go ahead and do this. I should have done this earlier.
No, that was perfect.
I think it is too. So this Friday, guys, Whatnot released these Red Hulk packs. Now, if you've been on Whatnot for a while, you know about these packs that they've been releasing, and they've got all kinds of different foils. So they've got a trade dress, they've got a virgin, silver foil, prism foil, gold foil, and then signed gold foils.
Oh, wow. Signed gold foils. Okay. Yeah. And now you can't just get these anywhere. You can only get them on Whatnot. There are only so many made in these packs. We then had to apply to get these packs.
That we did, and we had to pay for them.
Yes. So you can't just walk into a store and find these.
Nope.
You can only get them on Whatnot.
Yes. So those will be available this Friday. I've already got them up on the Friday show for $1.
Yeah, we actually have to start a whole pack that has all those books that could have all those books that you mentioned for $1.
So each pack comes with 3 books, and your chances to get these variants are, it goes. So like the trade dress is 1,300 copies, so that's a 1-in-1. And then same for the virgin. The silver foil is 1-in-2 chances. Prism foil 1-in-3, gold foil 1-in-4, and then the signed. There's only 5 there's only 5 units of each one signed. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So those are 1-in-240.
And
your chances.
Starts at $1.
Starting at $1, guys.
Crazy.
And they are up and running. So go check out our Whatnot shows. We are also going to be starting an Ultimate Universe #1.
First appearance of Ultimate Wolverine.
At a 9.6. $1 stock, guys. The FOMO is strong with these. Yes,
They are. But they're also wickedly cool. So
they are very cool. I'm super excited about these. But we will continue moving along with the last. This is the last issue of this story arc for Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Ultimate or Absolute Wonder
Woman.
Did you read this one?
I have not. No.
It's fucking wild.
I gotta get caught up. Yeah.
There is a huge surprise in this one, guys. If you've been reading this, please,
you have to remember, Absolute Wonder Woman was the biggest surprise of all these. Yes. We didn't know. We knew what to expect. Absolute Batman and Superman. This is crazy.
And this issue is no different. Whenever it gets to the big reveal, you are going to shit your pants.
Good to know.
Definitely pick it up. And then we'll keep moving with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #7.
Yes, this is the first one with the new ongoing artists as well. TNT #5 kind of took us all by surprise when we introduced some new characters and villains. Definitely kind of going back to those roots, the original Eastman Laird stuff. This is, again, one of our books we look forward to most every month. And now we don't have to worry about delays anymore because we're getting them from Penguin Random House. Sorry, Diamond, but you suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this one. As I was telling you earlier, I don't know. I'm not crazy about the interior arts.
So because I was looking through it after you said that, I was looking through it. There are some panels that this is TMNT.
Yeah.
And there are other panels that did not work. So
we'll
wait and see. Ours change all the time.
That is very true. But overall, I like the story. But I just love the Joel Jones interior so much.
It's hard to beat that.
It really is.
It's really hard to beat that.
Joel Jones.
And Jason Aaron, though, he loves writing this book. I think it's the coolest thing ever. So I cannot wait to read more.
Yes. He said, perhaps maybe you should read it pantsless then, since I said you're going to shit your pants.
That's funny.
It is a wild choice on that Absolute Wonder Woman #5. And then I just read this one too. Tech just continues to kill it. I really like.
It's hard to beat Tom Taylor.
I really like Tom Taylor's take on the Bat family here.
Yep.
And I love this new villain.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Creepy as hell.
Yep.
And then I would have to say our surprise.
This is the biggest surprise this week, y'all.
Our surprise book of the week, guys.
Yeah. This is actually my pick of the week.
Pop Kill.
This is Pop Kill. Okay.
It's the best book of the week.
It is. Okay. This book is really cool. This was a Kickstarter book for years. It's been out for a few years in Kickstarter format. For instance, we took an Adam Hughes copy of this, last year to Heroes Con to get signed by Jimmy Palmiotti and Adam Hughes at Heroes Con for a customer.
Nice.
So like that's when I saw that it got solicited.
And that was the
Kickstarter
one.
And so when this got solicited through Map Cave, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I went a little big on it actually. Guys, this is a fun book. Okay, it reads
hilarious.
It's basically making fun of spy movies, like James Bond movies, because you get this cooler than cool spy who's sleeping around and killing people on his mission. You discover it's corporate espionage for a soda company. That's what it is. This is about two warring soda companies that do all sorts of crazy bullshit to each other. It's funny, it's sexy, it's fizzy, it's poppy. And it's setting up for a really fun story. I was just entertained reading this book. I had a blast with it. It's nothing too dark. It's nothing too crazy. It's very just light. Fun. And again, it also comes along with a bagged cover by not Stanford Green. It's by Selfreeze. God, that was gonna kill me. Obviously, it's bagged for a reason. So. Fun.
You got boobs there on it, guys. You got boobs.
And if my mother's watching this, yes, I'm sorry, I sell boobs now. But anyways,
you're like 30 years old.
Exactly. Yes. A little more than that, but that's okay.
We sell Playboys from time to time too.
We do indeed. Yes. But anyway, guys, Pop Kill. It's just life is stressful right now. It's fun to read this book.
Why not have a laugh, guys?
It's hilarious. It is a blast. It is a blast like Mentos in soda. But no, it's a fun book. That was definitely my pick for the week. It was just so clever. When I discovered what it was about soda companies, it's like, oh my God. So yeah. Oh, and the bad guys too. It gets even crazier. So
Greg Williams, I'm 55 and I like boobs. Ed Williams, I'm putting y'all on blast.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Too funny.
That's funny.
And then also we've got a new Ultimate Spider-Man this week.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This shit. I'm telling you, man, we've gone 14 issues, and it continues to be a fantastic book.
It is.
But there hasn't been that big what the fuck moment just yet.
Yeah, and then this one has...
It's coming.
It's coming.
The whole thing.
So have you read this one yet?
Yeah, with Black Cat and Richard talking. I think something's going to happen.
Something's coming, guys. So
I think I
think we're going to have our... how many issues was Gwen Stacy in originally? When she dies, like 200 something, I guess. I don't know.
No, it was 120.
120. I don't know how many years that is technically, but honestly, like I feel like we're going to get that. It's going to be a character we don't see coming that's going to die, and it's going to be brutal.
I think
in this character, guys. This is such a good book, and again, you just don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God, it's hilarious. All right. Anyways, you just don't know what's going to happen with this book.
Yeah.
It continues to be unlike any superhero book you've ever read. Of course, it's Jonathan Hickman. So, and I hope he just keeps doing what he's doing with this book. That it is something else.
No doubt, Stephen. He's saying here on the last two issues, they've really upped their game. And I couldn't agree.
Like if you were getting, because you get to issue 10 or 12, and you're like, okay, I'm a little tired now, because it's good, but it's like deliberate.
And then that last,
and then you're like,
on that Christmas issue,
that Christmas issue, you're like, oh shit, what just happened
with this?
Oh man, I remember I looked at it, I was like, I gotta go buy like 50 more copies of this book. I'm glad we sold them all.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And then last but not least, guys. Fantastic Four number. What was it? What are we on? Is that 29?
29. Yeah. So who would have thought that a crossover event would get you and me going back and reading back issues of Fantastic Four? That's so cool. I guess comic marketing works.
It really does. After the Halloween issue, the last issue 28, and this one, I'm definitely going to read all of the Fantastic
honestly, this
Four
might be the best Fantastic Four run since Jonathan Hickman.
It's like, so good.
We're talking 15 years ago.
And this one is parallel to what is going on right now in our country.
Yeah.
So divided. And it's just, it's holding a mirror up to exactly what's going on. Not to get political. We're not saying one way or the other.
But you'll see it when you
really
read it. You'll get it. And that's always really cool if you can do that flawlessly like they did in this issue. Without, seeming like you have an agenda, just saying, hey, look, let's look at ourselves for a second.
Absolutely.
That is so well done. And again, I'm so thrilled that Fantastic Four is doing so well with this.
I absolutely loved it. Great tie-in. And again, because of these 3 issues, the Halloween issue and these last 2 issues for One World Under Doom, I am definitely going to start from the beginning and get caught up with this series. I love it. I absolutely love it.
No, I've had to increase our order again now on this one, so I'm going to have to keep doing that apparently.
Very nice. All right, we are almost 25 minutes into it. Let's get into some variants.
Yes, so again, go back to variants. If you want one of the pop kill poly bag or blind bag covers, make sure you let us know. They are, I think, $9.99, the other $9.99. But we have those, so that is one of them. Let's go ahead and get to ratio variants. All right, up first, we have a beautiful 125 Varia variant for $14.99. As well as a 1 in 25 U variant for Captain America and Volstagg.
Nice.
For $14.99. All right. We have a 1 in 25 Greg Land Fantastic Four variant for $14.99. And we have a 1 in 10 Portalea variant, which is cool because the camo like blends in. It's like a G.I. Joe cover where he's in camo and it blends into the background on purpose. So it's like makes it a negative space variant on purpose. It is $7.99.
Dude, what about my one? What is that?
Oh, fat guy cover. That's funny. That's funny. All right. We have a 1 in 25 Ryan Brown variant. Ryan Brown is the interior artist for 8 Billion Genies and Lucky Devils. This is $14.99. And a 1 in 50 Burnham variant, which is just a beautiful cover.
That's awesome.
It's perfect. It is $29.99. That might be my favorite variant of the week, actually. Greg Land. Okay, it's $14.99 if you want it, buddy.
Oh yeah, that Fantastic Four.
Yep. We have a 1 in 25 all red variant for Green Lantern for $14.99. And then we have a 1 in 25 Roseland variant for Harley Quinn for $14.99. It's lots of fun.
We say this one's $7.99.
$7.99.
Okay,
correct.
Robert's can take it. Thank you,
that is
Robert.
gorgeous, cool negative space variant. Kinda. It's just cool. I like when they do stuff like that.
Robert Martin. Joe. 1 in 10. Gotcha, Robert.
All right, we have a 1 in 25 LCO variant for Justice League. It is $14.99. And then a 1 in 50 Good Gidry variant for $29.99. All right. This one's pretty cool.
Some color behind.
All right. This one's cool.
Ooh,
so we have a Amanda Connor variant for Pop Kill. It is $7.99. Amanda Connor, of course, being the wife of Jimmy Palmiotti. Wife or partner? Which one? It's one of those. And then we also have a 125 Perez variant for Seasons for $14.99.
Greg's making fun of me.
Greg makes fun of us all the time. It's true. All right, we have a 1 in 25 Lee Inc. variant for Red Hulk.
What's he gonna do about it?
It's $14.99. What am I gonna do? I don't worry. All right, for $14.99, we have a 1 in 100 John Romita Jr. for $70 for Red Hulk, and then last but not least, a 1 in 100 Frank Miller variant for $70. Nice. If you love interesting Frank Miller covers, which he has had a few good ones, he's had a few bad ones. You know, this is true.
I mean, if you like him, you like him.
You don't, you don't.
Okay, we got $14.99 on the. Oh, is that over there?
Yeah, Red Hulk. Yeah, there you go. And we got the 2 Red Hulk 1/100s. Oops, took 2 of these out. All right, we have a 1 in 25 Stephen Platt variant for Rogue Savage Land. It is $14.99.
Ooh, Stephen Platt, nice.
And we have a 1 in 25 Canero variant for $14.99 for Ultimate Spider-Man, featuring Valentine's Day balloons and such.
Daniel, real quick. Do we have any more of the pop kills, or is that already?
Yes, we do. We have a couple. Yeah, so if they got multiples, we can get them.
Steven, we got you, buddy. Let me get that in there. What was that? 1 in 10.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Right. We have a 1 in 50 Mark Brooks X-Men variant. This is the Virgin variant, the Mark Brooks X-Men. that Disney style stuff, which is still blowing my mind that he
Love
does that. And then we have a 1 in 25
Oh,
Johnson
cool.
variant for $20. Keep this 20 because it's basically designed to look like an old style Superman ad. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So we have that. All right, guys. We have a 1 in 10 Alpi variant for TMNT. And then a 1 in 25 Rivas variant for $14.99 and $7.99 respectively. And then my personal favorite, the 1 in 50 Mahfoud variant for $30. Okay. And then last but not least, we have 2 variants for Absolute 1-1. We have the 1 in 25 Perkins variant for $14.99 and the 1 in 50 Homar variant for $30, which is beautiful.
All right. Well, we'll let everybody decide if they want anything else.
Yep. Just let us know, guys. But yeah, I've got a lot of great books out this week. A lot of fun covers.
Sweet. That we do. And guys, don't forget, we'll do another little whatnot plug. Issues for Pants. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to be going live again for New Comic Book Day. We've been doing it the past 2 weeks.
It's been a lot of fun.
And it's been a blast, guys.
Uh,
So we used to go live for about an hour and 15, hour and a half before we open.
Yep.
Run some books, brand new. Start at cover price. See if anybody's interested.
We'll run some. We occasionally do some bundles too.
Oh yeah, well, we'll do
covers,
bundles, some back issues,
back
and stuff
issues.
like that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fun stuff. It's all based around though new releases.
Absolutely,
and that way too at the Friday show, you know exactly what you're getting to. So
absolutely,
lots of fun. But yeah, lots of good deals to be had, and we'll have a few more announcements coming your way soon.
That we will, and I will be going live tonight at 8 o'clock. So in about an hour and a half, if you're on Whatnot, come check us out over there. I got a bunch of awesome books. Caleb's on the move.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't step on those wires.
Caleb was sleeping in this room, and he's being Caleb right now. He gets lost easily. But yeah, guys, a lot of fun stories this week. A lot of big things coming up. Make sure don't take any of that stuff for granted.
Thank you all so much. We'll see you all next week.
See you guys.